Hello fellow travelers, Mark here with Wolters World, and today we're here in Mexico City. Today we're going to talk about the things that tourists love about coming to Mexico. And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm a little biased when it comes to Mexico because my dad worked here for most of my childhood, so I have a lot of really great memories of Mexico and my Mexican friends coming up, my dad's co-workers, all kinds of great things. So I really love Mexico. So this is a little bit biased and maybe a little personal when it comes to the loves, but I think this is one thing that tourists consistently mention, the things they really truly enjoy and love about coming to Mexico. And I think one of the biggest ones that people don't really think about, but when people come to Mexico, they start to realize this: the diversity of Mexico. It's not just Cancun and the beaches or Mexico City and the cosmopolitanness. No, it is so much more. When you come here, when you see the different landscapes, the topography, the beaches are great on one side, the beaches are great on the other side, but they're different. And when you're here, that diversity of the people, of the food. Look, regional food, when you're here, like, oh my God, it's so great up here, it's so great down here, and it's so different. But that diversity is something that people really enjoy. And it's something that a lot of tourists don't quite catch up on because they literally just go to Riviera Maya or they only come to Mexico City. And that's one thing you really love. And tourists that really spend time in Mexico really mention a lot of times is just that diversity of wonderfulness when you're here. And with that diversity goes into the second thing tourists really love about coming to Mexico is the history and the culture when you come here. When you go out through Mexico, the art, the literature, the festivals, all these kind of things when you're here, the history that's abounds throughout, the colonial history, the current contemporary history of Mexico, pre-Columbian history of Mexico. I mean, you're here in Mexico City. Of course you're going to go see the pyramids. Teotihuacan is fantastic to go see with the Temple of the Sun, the Temple of the Moon. But the Temple of the Bearded Serpent is actually the coolest one to go to. You have that. Or you're in Cancun, of course you're going to go to Chichen Itza or Chicken Pizza, as some people like to call it. But the thing is, the history of Mexico, when you learn about it, you really start to appreciate the country even more, and you fall in love even more with the people and the culture and the food, which I'll talk about a little bit later. Because honestly, whether you're here in Mexico City seeing the Anthropology Museum or seeing the museums around town, or you're going to some of the pueblos mágicos, the magical little villages around the country, you will see that diversity, you'll see that history, that culture really come alive, whether it's in festivals or whatever. I mean, it's just fantastic. Now, I will say though, when I look online, when people go to Mexico, the number one thing they love, and the big reason why they come here, are the beaches. Yes, if you're going to go to the Riviera Maya, you're going to have fantastic beaches when you're there. It's great. You're going to head to Cabo. Yes, people love the water there too, and they go to the beaches. But the thing is, the beaches all along both coasts are great. That's why people will explore Mexico, and the more they go, you know what? Cancun's nice, but we like to go here. This is our favorite beach down here. We go to Baja California, we go down there and see that, or we're here. I mean, you have that really wonderfulness of the beaches here, and the thing is, you can go to the beaches, you can go in the water, you can have a great time when you're here, and it's really kind of a fun thing because that beach part makes it not just for old farts like me, but young people can enjoy it as well. And I think what really makes it enjoyable here is actually the people. People, when they come to Mexico, when people come here from all over the world, they all mention just how kind the people are, how friendly the people are, how much they wanted us to have a good time. I mean, I can't tell you how many times we've gone out, they're like, no, order this, not that. Oh, you should go to that taqueria there. They have the really good stuff. I mean, the locals here want you to enjoy Mexico, and I feel bad because some tourists, and I have a video on what tourists don't like about coming to Mexico. You can watch that, and one of the things they mention is they feel that everyone's trying to scam them. No, the people are friendly. They're trying to help you have a better time. So when they give you the advice of things to eat or places not to go, you should really listen to them, okay? Because honestly, that is one of the best parts of coming to Mexico, just how friendly and wonderful the people are. And I appreciate their patience and kindness with my horrible Spanish. Now, another thing people mention when they talk about coming to Mexico is just the value you get for your money. Yes, some people say it's an affordable place to go. Some people say it's a cheap place to go. But I like to say the value you get for the money you spend here with the food, with the sites, with the accommodation, just makes Mexico a fantastic value for tourists coming from the US or coming from Europe, because your euros, your dollars go really far here, which is really great. But I will say, if you want to not ingratiate yourself to the locals, don't be like, oh, Mexico's so cheap, oh, it's so great, I could do this. Because the people here, they don't make gringo money. They're not making money like in the US or in Europe. So for them, it's not a cheap place to be. So maybe don't mention that. Just be like, hey, I just feel like I get a really good value for my money when I come here to Mexico. Because honestly, that's what a lot of tourists love. That's why they come down here, they move down here. And that's what people just love about coming to Mexico, is the food. I mean, I know you probably have a Mexican restaurant back home, but that's most likely Tex-Mex. When you come to Mexico and have real Mexican food, you're like, wait a minute, you mean tacos don't come in a hard shell with lettuce and stuff? No, they're in the little soft tortillas, and you get it off the street and just pick it up and eat it. And it's so good when you're here. And that al pastor that you had back home at your restaurant is great, don't get me wrong. But when you come to Mexico City and you have the al pastor here and you see it cooking on the spit on the street, you're just gonna fall in love. But the diversity of that food that comes here as well. I mean, look, you're not getting your nachos when you come here. You're getting your chilaquiles for breakfast, and you're gonna love it. And that's just it. When you come here, you have such variety of foods, with things you can enjoy. That's why people love coming here, because you can eat to your heart's content and be so happy. So make sure you're trying those street tacos. Go and have those chilaquiles. Even if you're just getting an elote when you're going back from Chichen Itza on your tour, enjoy the local food when you're here. And that's one thing. People, when they leave their resorts, talk about how great the food is in Mexico. People that stay in their resorts all the time are like, oh yeah, it's just like back home. Yeah, because they have it geared towards the tourists. So go out and explore and get that great food, because that's why you're gonna fall in love with Mexico, because the food is fantastic. And then I want to say this. One of the best parts of coming to Mexico, why we all love coming here, it's just the fun of Mexico. Yes, if you want club life and going partying and stuff, you can do that. You want to go to a festival and dance to people during the day. You want to go, I mean, this park I'm at, they had lessons to learn dancing. They had lessons to learn roller skating. Like, you want to join in. The fun that you can have when you're here, whether you're young, whether you're old, going to the historic sites, doing your zip lining, doing, fishing off the coast. I mean, there's so many fun things to do when you're here. Whether you're into museums and history, you can do that. If you're into adventure stuff, you can do that. If you want to go to the markets and see that, and you like negotiating. I mean, Jocelyn loves negotiating, so she loves going to the market, negotiating, getting some really good stuff when we're here. I mean, we've got all kinds of fantastic artwork and linens and all kinds of stuff from here in Mexico, because it's just a fun place to be, and that's why you should really come and fall in love with it. Because I'll be honest with you, tourists that come to Mexico end up falling in love with Mexico for so many different reasons. So please let me know, what got you to fall in love with Mexico? Because for me, it was my time here, spending here with my dad, getting to meet locals, whether it was in Aguascalientes and getting lost, the locals helped me find my hotel again, or going through Guadalajara in the back of a pickup truck with the locals. I've always had such a fantastic time when I was really little, when I was medium sized, when I was a fat gordo here, or was with my family. Mexico, I love you and I love it. So let us know in the comments below, and I wish you all the best. I'll say bye from here in Mexico City. I love it here.